Thanks very much to Professor Price. We would like to call now to Dr. Tareq Abu Hamed. He's a researcher at the Dead Sea and Arava Science Center, the academic director and the head of the Renewable Energy Center at the Arava Institute. He served as the vice chief scientist and director of engineering research at the Ministry of Science, Technology and Space. Tareq will talk about the transboundary environmental research between Israel, Jordan, and Palestine. So please, Tareq.
Thank you, David. So we have
I'll put it in a minute.
Good evening. Thank you for the invitation. I promise you to be very short. I know that you are tired and hungry, and they have another 2 hours to drive to Torah. So in the next 10 minutes, even less, I have a lot of slides, but I try to finish in less than 10 minutes. I'll give you a taste of what we do at the Dead Sea Arava Science Center and also at the Arava Institute for Environmental Studies. We are fortunate to be in this region very close to Jordan. So the Dead Sea Arava Science Center and the Arava Institute use this opportunity to collaborate with our neighbors, Palestinians and Jordanians. I was surprised to get the invitation under the theme of life under extreme conditions. But here in this region, we also live under extreme political conditions, which makes the collaboration between neighbors very, very difficult. Okay, this is a photo of the students at the Arava Institute. Our mission is to advance cross-border environmental collaboration despite the political conflict that we have. We try to ensure that the shared environment resources will no longer be a source of conflict, and we want that to be a source of collaboration. Environmental collaboration in our region, we want to use that as an example for other regions in the world. We are an academic and research institution. We are under the auspices of Ben Gurion University. Our academic program is accredited by Ben Gurion University of the Negev. We have the academic program where students come to the Arava Institute from Palestine, Jordan, Israel, and many other countries in the world. And we try to keep one-third Arabs, one-third Israelis, one-third international students. And you can imagine what the difficulties that you face when you bring a bunch of young kids together to study together in Israel, in the desert, in the kibbutz, in a Jewish community. Besides our academic program, we have a compulsory course called Peace Building Seminar. It's compulsory for all the students. Here, students discuss everything. We provide them free space to discuss politics, religion. They talk about the Nakba. They talk about the Independence Day. And this is what we try to do at the Arava Institute, and also through the research that we conduct at the Dead Sea Arava Science Center, is to use the science policy, to use the science and research to bridge between people. We bring them together, they know each other, then they build trust. We do not lack water, we do not lack power, we do not lack energy. The only thing that we lack in this region is the trust. And here, by using the science and the research, we try to do that together. We have 5 research centers. We have the Center for Transboundary Water Management. It works on cross-border river restoration, off-grid waste in the Jordan Valley, in the Palestinian villages in Jericho and Uja, and also in the Bedouin communities. And we do a lot of trainings on this center. This center is headed by Dr. Clive Lipchin. The other center is the Center for Renewable Energy and Energy Conservation, and we do a lot of collaboration with our Jordanian partners and also Palestinian partners, even in the Gaza Strip. We do validation. We study the impact of the climate conditions on the performance of renewable energy technologies, hydrogen production, solar air heaters, and many other things. The Center for Sustainable Agriculture, headed by Dr. Elaine Silaway. Elaine develops crops that are suitable for hyper-arid regions, crops that combat the desertification. She studies the public health plants that are native to the Arava. We have the Center for Hyper-Arid Social Ecological Research, headed by Dr. Eli Groner and Miri Levy-Neiman, and they do a lot of long-term ecological research. They also study the environmental impact of the last 2 oil spills in our region. The Center for Sustainable Development. This center takes everything that we develop at the institute and takes it to the developing countries in the world, and we do a lot of trainings with the foreign ministry in Israel. Okay, and we have a new project that's called Track 2 Forum. Track 2 diplomacy is a process that usually facilitated by non-governmental organizations in the region. Track 2 is very important when Track 1 is not functioning. And you all know that Track 1 in this region is not functioning, neither in Israel or in Jordan or in Palestine when we talk about joint agreements. Okay, so we try to bring Palestinians, Israelis, and Jordanians together to discuss the joint environmental challenges. We share the same air, we share the same water resources, and we share also most of the environmental problems in the region. We had 3 conferences, and in each conference we had more than 100 participants from the 3 countries. We have major speakers, politicians from the 3 sides. Why Track 2? You all know the problems of the region and the lack of political care for the environmental problems in our region. So our goal is just to probably to shake the ground and prepare the politicians for the future agreements. The photos from the conference that we have. We have different working groups. We work in Gaza with the Gazans. Last week we had 8 engineers from Gaza. We had training for them in the Arava, at the Ditsi Arava Science Center, and also at the Arava Institute on how to design, maintain, operate a PV system. PV is crucial for Gazans because of the lack of electricity. Lack of electricity doesn't allow them to treat the wastewater. The wastewater just released to the Mediterranean. From the Mediterranean to Ashkelon, the desalination plants had to close several times last year because of this problem. The beaches in Gaza, 95% of the beaches are not good for swimming. Most of the aquifer in Gaza is not good for drinking. Other projects that we do very quickly, the charcoal in Jenin area, Jenin, Zichron Yaakov, Khedera, it's a major problem. All the charcoal industry is closed there. The army decision, and now we are trying to introduce cleaner technologies for the villagers to continue their work. It's a primitive technology that produces a lot of pollution and impacts the Israeli cities. We have Regional Climate Change Adaptation Working Group. The main goal here in this group is to collect data from 3 different countries. Off-grid wastewater treatment and reuse. We do a lot of work in Uja and in Jericho and in El Bire, and try to reuse the treated water for agriculture in the Uja and in the Jordan Valley. My message here is this is doable even under very extreme conditions. It's not easy at all to find a Jordanian or Palestinian partner who's willing to come to Israel to work with the projects that we had here at the Ditsi Arava Science Center. But we have our partners that they trust us and they know our agenda. Our agenda is the environment, not any other thing. We have a peace agenda. We try to bring people together, but we care about the environment that we live in. If you are looking to Palestinian, Jordanian partners for research or even for community projects, the address is the Ditsi Arava Science Center and the Arava Institute. I'll stop here, and if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer. Nine minutes.
Questions? Great.
She's still alive, and she married with another alumni, and they visited us from last semester, and she's from the US. She's still alive. Okay, thank you.